Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Finally, senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And Merry Christmas Eve Day. It is December 24th, morning ish. It is, afternoon ish. It is half past noon, so thumbs up on that. I'm checking my monitor periodically to make sure I am centered, or at least halfway centered. I have not gone walkies on this fine Christmas Eve day yet because I'm doing some wash. And why would I be doing wash? Because last night when I went out on walkies, it was raining. Not a problem. But along the road that I have to go, the space between the road and the sidewalk is very, very narrow. And so when cars drive by along that road, there's a great possibility you're going to get splashed. So I had to take a shower last night, and I'm washing those clothes today. I wasn't soaked, but I got my upper body and my lower body splashed with dirty street water, and it soaked through the clothing onto my skin. So I wasn't going to let dirty street water stay on me or my clothing. So it's in the wash right now. Well, the dryer. So thumbs up. Past that, I hope you've been having a great day this fine day, no matter what day it is that you are watching. I have done some minor things. I had some appointments one appointment that happened, the latest one, where they ultrasounded my legs, they told me in all the paperwork, hour and a half, 90 minutes. So when I get there, bring me back and they start ultrasounding just the veins, not the arteries, but just the veins, and it takes a little over a half hour. So the guy that was going to come pick me up was going to be there at noon, or, if I got out early, give him a call. But I got out so early when I tried calling, it said, this person doesn't have a phone, or we can't make a connection. So I call up here. The bathroom light flicked on. I called up here to see what's going on. I don't understand. And it's like, he's probably turned off his phone, going to have lunch with his wife. I can call him up and tell him that, you're ready. And I was like, whoa. If he's having lunch with his wife, that's not a problem. I can wait. And so I just paced and waited so that he could have lunch with his wife, because I wish my wife was alive. I would give a lot to be able to have lunch with her one more time. So I am not going to be, my heart, premature ventricular contraction. Yay! It's always a, moment when that happens for everybody. But yeah, I'm not going to begrudge this fellow a lunch with his wife. I could wait. So I did. That's it. I just paced, and then when he showed up, we drove and talked, and I told him about the chaotic good barbarian from Dungeon Soup. So that was good. Hopefully he's been watching. Thumbs up for that. Past that, we actually had a Christmas of sorts. No, that's my plushies and stuff. The other stuff is behind me here. It wasn't a Christmas. There have been various, small charities and charities. They donate to various things, and one of the things they did for our area was there's bags of Christmas stuff. There's cards from kids. There's bits of candy. There's lots of socks. I have socks in the wash right now. Socks are a wonderful thing to have. Hated them when I was a kid. Loathed getting socks as a kid. Now I'm older, and socks are expensive, so I am extremely appreciative when I get socks, so it is a good thing. I'm not asking for socks. Don't worry about that. I have plenty of socks. I'm just saying it's nice to get the things that I would have turned my nose up as a child now, which was awful nested English, but hopefully you understood what I was trying to say there. So clothes and shirts and stuff is necessary. The other reason why I'm not going walking while my clothes are washing is I was wearing my 2 long sleeve shirts last night. One of the things I do when it's really cold is I'll wear like inner shirts, and then I'll wear, because they're thicker, the long sleeve shirts, I'll put on one of those, roll up the sleeves, and then wear another one on top of that. So I'm not wearing a jacket because I would die from overheating, but I'm wearing layered cloth so that it can actually breathe, but it does keep me warmer, and that's a good thing. I'm finding as I'm getting older that it's easier to get colder. Now I like cold. Well, I like heat. I don't really like cold, but I don't function well in heat. I don't function well physically, and I definitely do not think well when it gets warm. So I prefer it to be more chill than not. And I can't wear any kind of actual coat when I go out walking, because even just wearing layered shirts, I will overheat. If it's cold, walking to Walmart or around the blocks, about a 3-mile walk, halfway around, I'm all buttoned up. The second half of it, I've unbuttoned my long-sleeved outer shirts, and I am trying desperately to vent off all the extra heat while I'm walking, because oh boy, it does not feel good. After digging at my hair here, make sure my hair looks halfway okay. Just halfway. I mean, look how thin it is back here. It's actually awful. Your face if you are male. And of course, one of the things that is still stressed in commercials and such, it's if you have any issues with male pattern balding, that's passed on maternally. Your father is a victim. That is a gene passed on by your mother. Looking at your father tells you nothing about whether or not you're going to be bald, because your mother carries that. And you can't tell if you're going to be bald by whether or not she's bald, because this is male pattern baldness that is carried by your mother. So, joy. I'm just glad I've got any hair at all. I've known so many people back when I was a lot younger who were losing their hair in their 20s, and way back in the 80s and such, it wasn't quite the thing it is now to go, oh, I'm losing it, and then zip, take it all off, and then go bald and be proud. It was more of a, not shameful, but well, some people still take it that way. But it was nobody really wanted it big time. So, but the 80s and 90s and 70s and all that, while there's a lot of cool stuff that happened back then, there's a whole lot of horrific stuff too that I hope never comes back, but of course a lot of it already is. I'm not talking about the good things like music and clothing. I'm talking about stuff like the casual racism and all that. So, joy. Anyway, though, past that, checking the time on my tablet is the word. Pressing the screen so that it doesn't go off while I'm monitoring. There's an app that you can use. You can either pump in quarters, which they don't generally come to check on, so after a while it just is full with money and you can't put any more in, so you can't wash any clothing. There's an app, and you can control things and monitor stuff with it. So I've got that on my tablet as it's charging and monitoring my clothing. So now I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh, if anybody at all is still watching at 10 minutes in, especially Kryptonite here, since I was gifted the game Baldur's Gate 3 by Kryptonite, but I've hit a choke point in the tutorial. I'm playing the Tiefling, and I got stuck. If anybody can give me any kind of hints and tips on the game, that would be good, because right now I am frustrated, which makes me not want to play, and I know that's wrong because Larian does good stuff, so I'm choke pointed and frustrated, and I'm irate about that. So if anybody has any hints and tips, that would be good. Past that, continuing to play lots of Grim Dawn. I've restarted again, and of course having to start from scratch because Titan Quest does not save your save games in the Steam cloud the way other games do. So by reinstalling Titan Quest, I'm having to start from scratch, from square one again. And I've never beat that game either, so one day I hope to. Which means, of course, I am continuing to fracture my time and play other things. One game I was playing, Legend of Amber Moon. I haven't been able to get back to it. It's dropping further and further down on my list of recently played. Hyperfixations for the win and loss thereof. Such is life. Hopefully your evening tonight is going to be very good. Hopefully your day tomorrow is going to be nice. I'm going to go and purchase some foodstuffs before the day is when everything shuts down. Walmart shuts at 6 today, so I need to get there before 6 if I want to pick up anything for tomorrow. And it's coming up, well, yeah, it's only noon. I got plenty of time. So I'm going to get that done. And I still want to get some stuff and the like done. But hopefully you can get done the things that you want to get done before you do whatever it is you're going to do for whatever kind of celebration you're going to have. I'm going to have another day, but that's okay. I am not complaining. Well, really, I'm not. It's hard for me to get involved with lots of things mentally and emotionally. I am more distant that way because of my upbringing and the way my brain wiring is. So, yay! I was brought up in a very distant household. By distant, emotionally distant and such. My mother found it difficult to express a lot of emotions like love and such. And this is one of the reasons that, and I've talked with my sister about it, that when politeness is seen as anger, because in our household, when people were overly polite or more and more polite and more distant, they were angry. Not like you were going to get beaten with a stick angry, but what meager emotional give-outs there were withdrawn even further. So, joy on that. Anyway, we carry our emotional baggage from childhood all the way through our lives. Our backs are bent with all the baggage we carry from our childhoods. Yay. But yeah, I'm going to continue playing games. I'm going to be doing the best I can to take care of myself. I'm going to try my best to sleep as best I can. I am going to, on the whole sleep thing. Oh boy, I forgot melatonin the other night. That was not a good night. But I bought some yesterday. It really helps sleep-wise. Holy smokes. Now my voice box hurts. So, hey, if you can like, comment, share, subscribe, that would be very, very cool. Definitely awesome. If you're a Patreon patron, thumbs up and thank you. You too are beautiful and awesome. Very, very much so. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You help me so very much. It is greatly appreciated. For everybody that leaves me a comment, you too are beautiful, awesome in your own ways. Did I say that correctly? Beautiful and awesome? I hope so. Anyway, I read as many comments as I can. I thumbs up and heart as many as is possible. I answer as many as my nerve compression will let me. Thumbs up. Thank you. You too are beautiful and awesome. Ugh, now my nose is running because my voice box hurts. Yay! Life is an organic carbon-based being. Life is life. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very, very good thing. Oh, okay, smokes. You know, life is fun. I was actually going to talk about how I went in to get my laundry, to move it from the washer up to the dryer. And I noticed that my driver's license was rolling around and being washed with all of my clothing. Life is fun. You take care.